Hello and welcome to my tarot corner. And this tarot spread is about a video that I saw today by Neil Sean, in which he says that there is a rumor spreads around that Harry and William actually don't have a feud anymore, that everything is resolved between them, that they speak regularly, and things are already okay. I also saw this very weird thing on Twitter today, that Harry is actually in the UK because he just couldn't stand being away from his family for another Christmas. Now, I really don't believe that, and I might do a spread about that as well. But first, I'm going to check what is going on between Harry and William, and I am using the family relationship spread, and I'm using a fairy tale tarot because I think that this whole thing is a fairy tale. Now there is another deck that I have about that it is concerning fairy tales, but it is more about myths and legends. So I decided to use this one because this one is more of a Rider-Waite clone, and easier to understand the cards. So that's why I chose this one. So I am trying to shuffle it as well as I can. And I'm going to clear the energies. And I'm going to ask the question. So, what is going on with Harry and William's relationship? What about their relationship? Are they still not talking to one another, or are they still or did they resolve their differences? What is going on with Harry and William? Are they still in a feud, or did they resolve their issues? Harry and William's relationship. Now, I have to say that Neil Sean said in that video that it's not true, that they are sometimes in communication, but only on needed basis, and they are very much in a feud still. So, first card is well, we do it about two sides. So the first card will be Harry's, and Harry's archetype is the world. So Harry wants everything to be perfect. If you saw the Christmas card that he and his wife took out today, they are trying to give us all the impression of this very happy family, a giggling baby, everybody's so happy, they are so, it's so reeking of happiness that it doesn't even feel sincere to me. Now, I am not trying to say that it is a fake card, because this card, maybe people will say that some of it was shot of Photoshop. I'm not an expert on that. At least Harry's smile in that card seemed genuine to me. As usual, you cannot really see Archie's face, and the baby there is laughing as babies do. She doesn't look 6 months old, in my opinion, and I have to say that I see a lot of babies, so I have a little bit of knowledge of how a 5 or 6 year old, sorry, months old baby should look. I also was very much surprised to see that, sorry, I was parched. That is although Megan felt chilly enough to wear something with long sleeves, she dressed her baby without even stockings and in short sleeved shirt, which is not something that I would do as a mother. So, but this is how, this is Harry's archetype. He wants everyone to believe that everything is perfect. He also sees his world as perfect. He sees himself as if he reached this perfect place, as if he completed this journey that he was going on, and he really believes that that everything is perfect on his side. So this is Harry's archetype. He also doesn't even see that there is a big problem between him and his brother. And we could see that in the statue unveiling, that William was very reserved there, but Harry was jumping all over the place and laughing and smiling as if this is a happy event, and was trying to communicate with William, and it was very obvious that William was not communicating with him. But so it looks like Harry does believe that everything is okay from his side. He does not see anything wrong in his side. So this is the way he feels. Now, let's see, how does William feel? So what's William's archetype? And we got the Sun. So William is also happy. He is happy. Has reached a point of his life when he, as he said, he feels that he is the man that he was supposed to be. He has a loving wife and a loving family. We could all see that in their Christmas card, and we could also see that in the glances that he and Catherine made to one another in the Christmas Carol program, and Catherine was already blamed that she faked that moment. And if you saw the body language guy video about that communication between Harry and not Harry, I'm sorry, William and Kate, it's not a fake. And for some of you that thought that Catherine doesn't feel the scrutinizing, the way people criticize her, and she doesn't feel anything about it. It's not true. She does feel that when she is scrutinized, when she is criticized, she doesn't feel happy about that. But all in all, Harry does feel happy, abundant. He feels that everything is perfect in his world. So but I just want you to see the face of the Sun here. So everything is happy, everything is great, but the Sun facial expression does look a little bit, let's say, serious. And even a little bit cross to me. This is my impression, this is my intuition. So there is something there that is damaging his happiness. So he is happy, he is not sad in any way, but he has this little something here that is making him a little bit cross. So, and that could be the relationship with his brother. But all in all, I would say that both of them, at least William is very happy. Harry feels completed. He may not feel happy, but he does feel that he is complete, that he is, that he feels that his world is perfect for him. Okay, so this is the archetypes. Now, what is Harry's situation? And we get the moon, as always. The moon is the mother's card. The moon is the card of someone who is very confused, who has a very big emotional problem, someone who is in urgent need of psychological treatment, and is the mother is influencing him very much, and we talk about it a lot because we get the moon card for Harry so many times that it is so obvious that this is the main thing that is troubling him. So this is his situation. This is the way he actually is. This is how he thinks he is. This is how he sees himself. This is his true situation. Okay, now let's see William's true situation, and we get death. And death is a card of changes, and these are major changes. Now, we know that changes came in the royal family all around the year. Prince Philip died. This was a very big change. We don't know what will happen in the year that comes now, but William is bracing himself into this change, and he spoke about the fact that he has now became the man that he's supposed to be, and this is a major change for him. So this is a card of changes, and this is a card of changes that actually wipe out everything that was before. And if we're talking about his relationship with his brother, so there is a major change here in their relationship. Now, whether it is a change for the better or a change for the worse, I'm not sure, but there is a major change here, something very, very big, something that actually kills everything that was beforehand. And this card, when it comes up, it says it's time to start living. It's time to embrace the changes. So, and I think that William does that. He embraces the changes. He knows that changes are part of life and are something that he has to adjust to. And he's ready for that. He's ready for the changes that are coming, and even if it means that he will never have speak to his brother again, he knows that this is part of what his role in life. This is what he's supposed to do. Okay, so next card is Harry's past. So let's see what we see in his past, and we see the Two of Wands. And the Two of Wands is a card that speaks about someone who is only in the beginning of his journey. So Harry thinks that he has completed his journey, but he at least in his past, only began his journey. And this is a card of embarking of a voyage of realizing your potential. But when this card comes up, it tells us that he doesn't have the knowledge yet. He has to go through a lot of processes in order to get that knowledge. He needs to learn. He needs to go out and to go out to the world. If you can see here the ship that is going out, go out to the world and start learning and studying and seeing how he can fulfill his potential. This is the second card that comes in the suits, in the suits, so in the suit of the wands. And this card is actually the first action in the wands suit, and that action is going out on this voyage to fulfill his potential, and going out to study and to learn what he should do. Now, because it comes right after the moon card, it is negatively aspected. And when it is negatively aspected, we see someone who is impatient, someone who is running forward and has a tendency to leave loose ends and perform partial jobs. Someone who's not doing the work that he's supposed to do, is not gaining the knowledge that he's supposed to gain. Someone who is running away from dealing with things. Sorry for that pause. I just had to make that phone stop ringing. So as I said, he thinks that he already completed and he already completed what he was supposed to. But actually, because everything is negatively aspected by the moon card, he is impatient. He's running away from dealing with the problems. He is running away from his responsibilities. He is leaving loose ends. And when we look at the world card, and when it is negatively aspected, we see that someone that is very hard to get, someone who finds it very hard to get out of his boundaries, someone who is stuck and has difficulty to advance to the next stages, someone who is looking for perfectionism but doesn't really have that, and has difficulty to express himself. So if we're talking about his relationship with William, this card shows me that he is running away from the responsibilities. He's running away from that, from the feud. He doesn't want to deal with that. He doesn't want to deal with everything concerning the feud between him and his brother. He just wants to go on, run away, and leave everything behind him. And this is exactly what he did. And so that is his past. And let's see what is William's past. And William's past is the Knight of Cups. So the Knight of Cups is the knight that is a fantasizer. And now, I'm not saying that William is a fantasizer, although William is a Cancer and he is a water sign. But when I'm talking about the Knight of Cups as the fantasizer, he is the one who has this tendency to miss opportunities. And also someone who has positive news or positive resolves, is also the card of the lover. But if we're talking about him and William, I think that he had that fantasy that he will be able to fix things with Harry, and even and I will link those videos in the upper corner of the video. I think that he did even consider to going to visit them in Montecito when he and Catherine will go to the USA next year. So he had those fantasies that he will be able to fix everything with Harry. He had those fantasies, and he needed, and this is the past, in the past position. He needed to face reality and to understand that it's impossible for him to really fix those things. But he did fantasize on healing that feud and meeting Harry in the USA, and he even considered staying at their Montecito mansion. That's according to my reading anyway. And so these are the fantasies that he had, but he did have to realize that those were only fantasies, and actually the truth was not so easily solved. So the problems are not so easily solved. So what is the outside forces? What are the outside forces? And I get the Queen of Wands. Isn't that amazing? The Queen of Wands, Megan, she's the outside force, because Megan is there always, and whenever even the idea of patching things with William comes up, and I assure you that you saw me shuffling the cards in front of you. I had this before I picked up the card. I said to myself, it has to be the Queen of Wands, and it was the Queen of Wands, because this is Megan. She is the Leo sign. She is the one who is egotistical. She's the one who wants to be seen as the leader. She's the one who is the performer in front of audience, and she's the one who wants respect. And this is the outside influence, and because and as long as she is in William's life, there is no possibility of healing that feud. So this is the outside forces, and the significator card of the relationship. Let's see what does that say, and we get the Wheel of Fortune. So the Wheel of Fortune is the significator card, and what it means is that you need to take your destiny in your own hands. If they want to heal the feud, they can, as long as they understand that they cannot rely on luck or on things getting fixed by themselves. This is another card of changes, and just as Prince William has this card of changes in his spread, this significator card says that in order for them to get that the change in their relationship, in order to get that, they need to take their destiny in their own hands. They need to stop, at least Harry needs to stop relying on luck or on fantasies, and that's true for William as well. They need to take things into their own hands and start doing things and changing things inside so that the outside can change as well. So all in all, I would say that they are not talking to one another, not yet. But Harry thinks that everything is perfect. He just isn't aware of how difficult his situation is. He's not aware of this card of the moon that actually says that he is in very big need of psychological treatment. He's not aware of how much Megan is counting on his feelings towards his mother, and how much she is influencing the entire relationship. And William is happy with what he has. He is happy with his family. He's happy with his own destiny as future king. He does not feel that he is trapped in the monarchy, as Harry tried to insinuate. William is happy, but he does have this small thing that is probably the relationship between him and his brother that is a little faulting his happiness a little bit. But all in all, William is happy, and the real fantasizer here is actually Harry, because he does think that everything is perfect, and he has this tendency to really think that to run away from problems, because when the Two of Wands is negatively aspected, it's someone who is running away from problems. So this is the tarot, and now I'm going to the vintage wisdom oracle, and let's see what kind of wisdom can we get about Harry and William's relationship. So first I'm clearing the cards, and now I'm reading, I'm asking the question. So wisdom about Harry and William's relationship. Harry and William's relationship. Harry and William's relationship. Okay, so the card that I get is centering. Centering, that is that this is the center of everybody's the way that everybody is looking at their relationship. They are looking at the feud as the center of their lives, but it is not actually none of them center of the life. William is doing very well, although he misses his brother. He does want to be back in good relationship with his brother. Harry is just not realizing what his world is. He's living in this world of completely not unaware of the real thing, of the reality as it is, and both of them just need to start taking their relationship and putting it in the center of their lives for the next year, and maybe that will help them reach that peace between themselves. So let's hope that they will heal the rift between them, because family feuds are never good for anyone. And I'm sure that the queen will be happy to see them getting along better. And I'm sure that Princess Diana would have wanted them to start taking their relationship and putting it in their center of life. So this is it for this reading. I hope you liked it, and if you did, please like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and write me a comment, write me an email, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.